World Bank has set as its mission two goals. One of those goals is the end of poverty, defined as extreme chronic poverty, people living below $1.25 a day by the year 2030. It is true that in countries which are now doing reasonably well, and I would put Brazil in that category, the percentage of people below that line is very small. But if you look at the entire world, 1/7 of the world population lives below $1.25 a day. And to me, it is right to strive to put an end to this, because this is morally unacceptable that in a world that is as rich as the world is today, so many people live in such great poverty. But for countries which are emerging market economies, middle income economies, that kind of poverty is virtually gone. So to address the challenges of these countries in the World Bank, we are talking in terms of the bottom 40% of every country deserves special attention. So for us, a lot of engagement with Brazil will be in terms of how your bottom 40% is doing. And we want policies whereby basic indicators like health, like education, these things for the bottom 40% will be well provided and people will live fuller lives. Once again, the whole idea of these objectives comes from the fact that overall the world today is rich enough that we can attend to the poorest people, to the bottom segments of the population, and that's what we have now enshrined as the two main goals around which a lot of the World Bank's activities will be organized, and we hope that we will be engaged with countries in terms of these. Earlier, the World Bank talked about poverty, but never talked about inequality, or seldom talked about inequality, whereas our goal of shared prosperity is talking about inequality, and we believe that it's also important to be engaged in terms of trying to diminish inequality.